Hello everyone, in this video here I want to share with you my favorite baking recipe. During quarantine I spent a lot of time at home and I have baked all sorts of different things. I've baked bread, cinnamon rolls, Japanese cheesecake, a bunch of different pastries, but my favorite by far is this recipe here. I will have the link right over here and I will have it down in the description box. This recipe I'm talking about is brown butter toffee chocolate chip cookies. If you haven't tried this before, I would strongly recommend it, and I don't think you will ever go back to any other recipe that you've tried before. So let's get started. First off, we have to gather all of our ingredients. I will be making half the recipe, so these portions may be a little bit different from the link. Here is 1 cup of unbleached flour. You may notice that I have the sifter ready so that I can sift them afterwards. I'm going to add a half teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of salt, half a cup of brown sugar, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of butter, 1 egg. Make sure this egg is in room temperature, half cup of dark chocolate wafers, a 1/3 cup of toffee bits, or you may even use scores. And lastly, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. But you can never go wrong with more. And here you go. Next up is browning the butter. You want to put your pot over medium heat and put your butter in, and it will slowly melt and brown. You want to keep swirling the pot around so that your butter melts, and around 5 minutes in, it should start smelling like caramel. At around 7 to 8 minutes, your brown butter will start to have brown bits on the bottom, and this is what it's supposed to be like, so do not be afraid of burning your butter. Now, we will have to pour our brown butter into a mixing bowl for it to cool down. During this time, we can gather the rest of our ingredients and prepare them. Here, we are going to sift our flour, salt, and baking soda. For my cookies, I like tasting chocolate bits throughout the whole cookie. So here I am chopping up my dark chocolate so that there will be tiny flakes. Has cooled down, we are going to pour in our sugar to mix, and later on we are going to add in our egg and our vanilla. the mixture should turn out to be a creamy color. We are going to add in the dry ingredients and mix in by hand. The last part of making the dough is mixing in our chocolate and toffee bits. To prepare for baking, we are going to line a tray with parchment paper and spread out our cookie dough into little balls so that they can spread. Alright everyone, now that we have our dough ready, we are going to go ahead and preheat our oven to 375 degrees. We are then going to bake our cookies for 9 to 11 minutes. Keep your eye on them though to make sure they don't burn. Alright, now we just pop it in the oven and we wait for the magic to begin. The time we've been waiting for. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this recipe. And now, dig in!